I don't know about your feed, but in the vast ocean of vlogs and lifestyle content, mine does not serve me enough from those with struggles like mine. Hi, my name is Riikka and I'm a peer support volunteer who finds it so incredibly vital to be open and honest about the struggles we face in this messed up world of ours. Even if you feel like you're shouting into a void sometimes, don't underestimate how far your voice can carry. It'll never be for nothing. Sometimes you'll hear the echo you wished for and it'll all have been worth it. I've been mentally ill. I've been mentally ill my whole life and still struggle daily with a handful of disorders. I'm not able to study or work, and I'm learning how to live with that reality, that guilt and shame every day. My current issue is struggling to heal from burnout, and I wanted to, without shame, share what that can look like. So here's me trying. I was looking.
And you were looking at all the places you wanted to go.
Yeah.
And then...
I have options.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to a park and sit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get a coffee.
Yeah.
Maybe go to Normal and buy a couple beauty things.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can do it.
You can do it.
No.
You can do it.
No. There are people out there. There are people out there.
There are. But you can do it. Yeah, there are people. Hype. Hype. You can go outside. You can do it. You can do it. You can go to...
Okay, where should I start? If I just have one point where... Yeah.
Start with Espresso House.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Yeah.
I will give you money if you need.
Okay.
There are no expectations. No one's going to attack you. I hope. So you can go to Espresso House and then the graveyard. Does that sound good? That doesn't sound good.
Thank you for the hype.
You smell beautiful. I could smell your essence upstairs.
Frappinon, niin extra espresso shotin. Joo. Yes. Juu, juu. for a morning coffee. It's Here I was prepping what I wanted to say today in therapy. I knew I'd already be so uncomfortable opening up about the burnout and identity crisis symptoms I'm experiencing, so I knew it'd be easier to try and word those thoughts pre-session. Here I don't look very happy, impressed. It was quite tough, having written down what I needed and wanted to say helped a lot, but I was still uncomfortable. I was very annoyed with myself, which I am sometimes. I think it's for no reason, but I still am like annoyed at myself when I have to not even complain about things, but to talk about such negative things. Hello, it's therapy. That's what's supposed to happen, but I don't know. I didn't exactly feel ready to be discussing what's going on right now, but it needed to be done. And I think I felt a little bit after the session, maybe a little bit more optimistic, but not much. Cheers. Much needed. I just chugged a coffee, but much needed. I love a yappy vlog. So we're gonna have a little bit of a yap sesh here. I've been editing this vlog as I go, and I dare I say, I think I'm gonna finish it. I think it's, I like the way it's coming out. Okay, so hopefully I don't give up. Day 3 is usually when I give up on a vlog, but anyway, this afternoon we went to test drive a car my husband was interested in. We had a little bit of an inkling, I guess, that we were gonna get that car at the end of the day, which we did. I mean, I say we, really, but I had nothing to do with it. It is my husband's car. But, in marriage, what's his is mine. I can't drive though. That's like my biggest fear. So, I mean, I'm very happy being just a passenger princess, but we have a car. Wild. It feels like this was like the last or second to last thing, big adulting thing, or like figuring out, setting up thing we had on our list for him moving to Finland from Australia, which has been happening actively for the past month and a half. And now we're getting to the end of that list, and then we're just gonna be like, living together in this new city. Speaking of fucking which, I was about to say life is so good. I will tell you about this now. Last night, I went to sleep, and I was half asleep. I woke up, and I was having a panic attack. I was in my sleep. How? Why? I don't know. Let's talk a little bit about panic attacks here, shall we? I haven't had one in months, I think, because I can't remember the last time I've had a proper panic attack. I've had daily anxiety, I've had like anxiety attacks, but panic attacks are different. They're a different category of evil. So I'm prone to have panic attacks when I'm going to sleep. For some reason, my brain is like, this is the time we need to panic, when you're just trying to fall asleep. So obviously I go into problem solving mode. I'm like, okay, I have this many tools in my toolbox for this occasion. I did end up just taking, I took one Xanax. That's my little segue, okay? I am on, I think, 5 different medications daily. I take medication morning and night to, maintain my anxiety and my bipolar disorder, etc. But then I have a few different ones that I can take as needed for when I'm more anxious, or for my Xanax is for my panic attack. It's the one that works for the panic attack. So we love her, but we take her not much. Just to be careful. I'm very careful with using that, but she works. Anyway, I took one of those, and I took like 3 of some others, because I could feel that this is not gonna go away on its own, and I don't want to actually just be dying. So I'm going to take these pills now. Excellent, good job, just as I was supposed to do. That's the use that they're, for. I was right there. My husband was still gaming downstairs, and I could not be alone in that moment. This was my first I've had panic attacks in front of him before, actually, but not while living together. So I was like, oh, this is really freaking handy, because I have this guy downstairs that I can just go hang out with. And so I sat with him, I watched him game. I did so well at controlling it. But Jesus fucking Christ, is it hard to do your best to panic the least during a panic attack. It felt awful. I just kept telling my husband, like, please tell me that when you wake up tomorrow, you're not going to be feeling this way anymore. You wake up tomorrow, this will be over. The first thing he said when he saw me in the morning was, you made it. Like, yeah. Anyway, I had a panic attack. Fucking sucks. You know what sucks the most is I am very good at talking myself down and being the voice of reason on the side of the catastrophe thoughts. I'm very good at being the voice of reason. It does not work, however, if you have a panic attack and you don't know why. You don't know the root cause of it, so you can't be like, this is what you're panicked about. This is why you shouldn't be panicked about that. If I don't have the reason for where this panic is coming from, it's a lot harder to talk. Whatever. I will give you a piece of advice from my genius therapist. She taught me that, hey, Riikka, when you're having an anxiety attack or a panic attack, you're only causing yourself more harm by thinking, I need to get rid of this right now. Because then you panic more about this needs to go away right now. This needs to go away right now. When you could just learn how to ride the wave. Sucks. Sucks. It might mean that your panic attack lasts longer, or it could mean that you will relax a little bit more, just thinking like, okay, I'm riding the wave. When is it gonna end? It'll end eventually. I don't know. So I was trying to do that. And then my anxiety medication, because it's drowsy, the drowsy kind. So I was on the couch with my husband. I was like falling asleep like this, still panicking. But then I was like, can we go to sleep? And then he came to bed with me. And then I was able to fall asleep. And I woke up, but I had no panic attack anymore. So though panic attacks are like the worst shit I've gone through, and I've gone through a lot, but it's just like it's not comparable to anything except maybe an anxiety attack. But for me, even my worst anxiety attacks, a panic attack is it's a completely different category. You actually think you are going to die. You feel like you are going to die. And I have very physical reactions to it as well, which are just physically exhausting. That's another like hot and capable podcast idea. We don't need to yap about that anymore here, but that's the update. That's what happened. We just came home maybe like an hour ago, and I was like, girl, I'm gonna need an hour to just not to recover. So I had some food, I chugged the coffee, I'm now chugging this. I think I'm gonna play a little house flipper. I'm mentioning all this because this is just like, I recognize when I need that wind down time. And after being at the dealership for a couple hours and everything, I need that wind down time. Oh, actually, the book I was reading at the cafe, the third book in the Roswell High series, which is my favorite childhood series that I'm rereading currently. I have like 40 pages left in that, so I'm gonna read that. And then look what I just got in the mail. I ordered this from Vinted. I love ordering my books used. This is the last book in this trilogy in the Good Girls Guide to Murder series. That's it. Riikka. Nyt I need to shut up soon after this. Words, they're not wording anymore. But I wanted this for a few weeks now since I have finished the second one. So I think I'm gonna finish the Roswell High one, and then I'm just gonna start this. That's exciting. Another exciting thing that I'm gonna show you. So one of my best friends, Melly. Hi Melly, if you're watching, I love you. She and I met in the online game Star Stable Online almost a decade ago. Yikes. And for the longest time, I wanted a picture of our characters in game because we haven't met in person. We're from different countries, but I wanted a picture of her on my wall just to like remind me that, hey, you have this badass coolest friend ever, and she loves you, and she's always there, and she just like, I don't know, she just makes me feel amazing. She's my platonic soulmate. I love her, but I wanted a reminder of her, so I got a poster of us in game, and I could not get it up on these stupid concrete walls, so I ordered a frame. The frame came in, and now I have to refigure out what to do with it. But look, you can't see it very well, so I'll just insert a clip I just shot of it. But so I need to plan my wall decor, but not right now because I still need my wind down time. Okay, continuing. Cheers. I need a slow morning to be able to start the day off right, and gaming, it starts my brain. Okay, it makes me think. It gets everything going. So my morning coffee, my games, that is how my days start, and I'm very happy with that. I was so goddamn tired this whole day. Like in the morning, you saw me popping that energy drink on the balcony. It was still morning. I had had a coffee, and I was just, it was one of those days when my brain was, just very clearly signaling to me, hey girl, we need to not. We need to not, okay? Just here. Thank you. This was the perfect end to this recovery-centered week. We went to my family's lake cabin, which is my favorite place in the whole world. It's off the gridness is instantly relaxing, and there's no other place where I feel so connected to land and to earth. The environment is tied to a lot of fond family memories, and it's just always a pleasure to be there. I am giving myself a lot of credit for how I handled this week and how I managed to balance rest and productivity. I ended up doing a lot, in my opinion, but in the end, I didn't feel more worn out than when I started, which means it was a job well done. I have since had many breakdowns and been mentally unwell, but I've been by my side and taking care of myself to the best of my capabilities, and that is all I can do. When you come with so much trauma and battle many mental illnesses, the daily mental gymnastics are fucking exhausting. Even if you're having an easier time. Still, almost all of my energy and mental resources are dedicated to holding it together and being at least semi-functioning. And that's okay, okay? I've become skilled at finding casual magic and joy wherever I want, wherever I please. I yoink that joy, I gather it, I treasure it, and choose to believe more of that exists and that it outweighs the bad. That's how I choose to live. I suffer through what's necessary and live my beautiful, blessed life as authentically as I can. This was just 1 week, a rather good week, in fact, in my life, and I hope it gave you a glimpse of one person's reality of life in mental health, rehabilitation, or whatever you choose to call it. I don't know if that's the correct translation, and actually leave me alone. As always, I hope you are out there being hot and capable, and if not, then that's okay. I have all the faith in you. Feel free to share any thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.